psycho moments on Paternity Court.
The bottom line is if the kids are not mine, I want a divorce. I mean, I have the papers here. I'll go ahead and sign my half of the papers. If they're not mine, that's it.
Good, I'll sign it too.
You are not the father. What's funny?
I heard that, it was kind of like, ooh, that's why I laughed.
You was real chilly
This
that night.
is a picture of what?
The night she busted out my windows from me uploading a picture with another girl on my social network.
In this wild paternity episode, another marriage was on the brink of collapsing. Living in different states, Miss Melody dragged Mr. Smith to court, claiming he's the dad of her 9-month-old Savannah. Well, someone here has some convincing to do, but facts alert. They are already separated.
We live in totally different states. He's hundreds of miles away from us. My girls ask for him all the time. Sorry.
It's okay, take your time. He moved hundreds of miles away?
Yeah, we live in different states. We don't even talk on the phone. We talk through, when we talk, it's on Facebook.
Mr. Smith pointed fingers, testifying that Miss Melody's lies and infidelity had led him to believe he was not the dad. He threw a few shades on the baby's skin color, claiming it to be dark. Now that's a spiral of paranoia hard to break.
When my baby was born, she came out 5 shades too dark compared to me. I mean,
No, I wasn't fully dilated. When she came out, she was bruised. She's not a different color.
that's the excuse you like to tell everybody. But
No,
I have the pictures here.
He hasn't even seen our kids in months. He's been gone for months.
No, you
he
can
doesn't
see.
call, he doesn't help. I'm doing it all by myself.
Hold up, Mr. Smith had her 2 cents on Miss Melody. He's accused her of having profiles on dating websites and even found her on Craigslist. It was all about some mysterious guy she had been chatting with. Well, this might not be your everyday soap opera.
I
My wife,
buy
Ashley,
cars off of
is the
Craigslist
one-
and I fix them up. We used to do it together. We buy and sell. We buy cars, we sell them, we fix them up, we sell them, we make money on it. So this was a person, if he had an ad on Craigslist for a girlfriend, that's his business, but that's not why I contacted him.
All right, Miss Melody, so you were buying cars, not romance. But this got Mr. Smith's suspicions about her connections with a guy from Craigslist, and his spidey sense kept tingling. Ultimately, the plaintiff gave in to her thoughts and probably did confess. Just listen.
We were supposed to go out for drinks, we were supposed to meet up. We never actually did.
Okay, now we're getting it. Look, that's why we're here. You don't come all the way to paternity court to come up in here and tell a lie, because at the end of the day, the DNA is gonna show whether you're lying or not. So this courtroom is an opportunity to just get it out. Tell it like it is.
Oh boy, isn't that a scandal? Mr. Smith also claims that Miss Melody sending explicit pics to her ex. He's even paid the guy $100 to confess. And all of these back and forth doubts were making him go psycho. Look what he did inside the courtroom.
The bottom line is if the
It
kids are not
affected
mine,
me
I
a
want a
lot.
divorce. I mean, I have the papers here. I'll go ahead and sign my half of the papers. If they're not mine, that's it.
Good, I'll sign it too. I'll sign it even if they are yours. If you're not gonna step up, then whatever.
So, Mr. Smith, you're over there. Jerome, hand me that paperwork he just signed.
I'll sign it too.
Now that's a scene you don't get to see in paternity court every day. Well, one thing was certain, if the baby weren't Mr. Smith's, he had no intention of staying with the baby mama. So how about we unveil the results to see if that's gonna happen or not? All right, Judge Lake, it's DNA time.
Mr. Smith, you are Savannah's father.
No,
I'm
but
so
now
glad.
he's missed out on all this time. Savannah's crawling now, and he's missing out on all of it.
In this wild episode of Paternity Court, we got Miss Foster claiming her ex planned a baby, then bailed. Mr. Jackson insists he's not the dad, accusing Miss Foster of cheating. It's a classic he said, she said situation. Yikes! Let's dig into this.
I'm opening this case today because, Your Honor, I have a 1-year-old child who we plan on having. She looks like him.
Beautiful.
She acts like him. He doesn't step up to nothing. I mean, he's posted pictures on social media.
That's not my baby.
He just
It can't.
gives me nothing.
So Miss Foster explains to the court about their rocky relationship, saying it all started on social media. Mr. Jackson parades her as his first kid's mom, but doubts surface when they plan another baby. He insists she cheated. How about we listen to that story for a while?
He had dropped her off at my house, claiming it was her brother. It was a dude she was sleeping with. Basically what the story was, she already came to my house pregnant by her so-called brother, you feel me? And it was like, I mentioned it to her, you feel me? She using me for a place to stay.
I can't come nowhere pregnant if I just had a baby and it's January and I wasn't pregnant.
Miss Foster then drops the bomb about social media love and a fake baby claim and accuses Mr. Jackson of posting fake family pics. But wait, even after what the defendant had just claimed, the baby mama has come psycho level of entitlement.
He took you home to his mother like, look at my girlfriend and our baby.
Correct.
Then what happens?
In the midst of us staying together, he told me I was going to be his baby's mother because I'm the best mother in the world. That's why he said it.
Actually.
Facts.
No.
Facts, Your Honor.
No.
I am the best mother in the world. If he can't say anything, he hasn't even stepped up to be even a stepdad.
To crank this case up a notch, Miss Foster did give away the pregnancy shocker and also claimed of sleeping with 2 guys, and yet dared to claim Mr. Jackson as the biological father. Ah, man, this case seems messier than a daytime soap.
I went to the doctor's office, they gave me the conception calendar. I got pregnant February 21st. That's the same day you left. So that week and that week before, I had a menstrual period. We're sleeping together the entire time. While I'm on in the shower every night, every day, 3 times a day, lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and I was concerned.
But Mr. Jackson didn't deny what Miss Foster just admitted. But are we missing something? Yeah, that's right. Regardless of the conception calendar, Miss Foster, weren't you swinging between both men at the same time?
By me going to medical school, I kind of know what I'm talking about as far as the female reproductive system.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I wish you would have known so much about what you was talking about that you would have known who your child's father was.
I mean, I
okay.
was, but...
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. School us.
Anyway, the courtroom gets fiery with Miss Foster demanding Mr. Jackson step up, claiming his MIA in real parenting. But there's another doubt. The defendant said he was never informed about the pregnancy on time.
What kind of relationship do you have with her?
None.
Because I don't talk to her through the phone.
Lies.
Man, you don't even click. We get on the phone and argue, me, you, and my girl every time. You feel me? So what's the point of keep calling her? Me and my girl got.
So is that the long way of saying you don't even spend no time with her?
I'm like 4 hours away.
All right, Judge Lake, how about we just cut right through the drama and go straight to the DNA results? Because both the plaintiff and the defendant weren't cutting each other any slack. So, now only the truth can set them all free.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Jackson, you are not the father. What's funny?
I heard that, it was kind of like, ooh, that's why I laughed.
You took us to school, let me take you there.
We have Mr. Lang here, eager to find out if he's Janelle's father. The catch? There are a ton of doubts about the paternity, making it more dramatic than a surprising plot twist. To add to the excitement, these guys are here with their mothers, setting the stage for a showdown between grandmas.
Why are you so certain this child isn't your son's?
Because I found out that Miss Brown slept with my son's best friend, from the sandbox best friend, and I don't think she knows whether it's my son's or Mr. Dixon's.
Oh, really? Is that true?
No,
Ms.
that's
Brown?
not true, Your Honor.
Miss Brown testified to the court that, in fact, Mr. Brown was doing a bunch of cheating and other bad stuff, and his infidelity counter was skyrocketing. The case had just begun, and the grandmas were ready for a big fight. These people were fierce.
Are you in the bed with him? Are you in the bed with him?
I don't need to.
Are you in the bed with him? So you need to mind your business.
I know my son the way you do, little girl.
right, all right.
I know my son. Unlike you know your daughter, but
Oh no, I know my daughter.
apparently you don't.
What you need to do is pop his mouth and let him grow out.
The alleged daddy and the baby mama had a relationship that can make Romeo and Juliet rethink the definition of love. Cheating, fights, and arguments on Facebook. Oh dear. And if you throw in a random guy, it's a disaster waiting to happen.
I was at the doctor. I came home and I gave him the paper saying I was pregnant. He kept the paper. He kept it with him. He even took it to school to show everybody, oh, I have a baby on the way. He was excited. He stayed with me through the whole entire pregnancy, birth, and delivery. He was happy to have a baby. I wasn't sure about keeping a baby. I just started college. He begged me to keep the baby.
Here's what happened with the baby news. Mr. Lang went from a happy soon-to-be dad to a suspicious detective when Mr. Dixon admitted to messing with his woman. But hold on, Grandma Brown accused her of some other sneaky plans.
She was only there, like she said, I'm just here to see if this is my baby. When this baby,
lying.
hold on, I'm talking. When this grandbaby is born, I'll be able to look at it and tell. That's the only reason she was there, to see for myself. Because once this baby comes out, I'll be able to tell if this is my grandbaby.
So the baby was born, and everything seemed fine for a while, but then a drama about the baby's hairline came up. Yeah. Plus, the grandmothers were focused on making this all about themselves. They even brought their fierce arguments to Facebook. Those mean mommies.
I said, oh, look at your baby, woo, 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 and all that. And then he pulled the hat off. He said, Mama, what's up with this hairline?
That is his daddy hairline. Stop playing.
That's what I said too, but his daddy is 51 years old. But anyway, so he pulled it back. I said, Jimmy, let that go. Maybe it's gonna grow some hair in, just knock it off.
It seems Grandma Lang was deeply involved, and there's a ton of drama in those Facebook comments. She said she didn't argue with kids on social media now, but she admitted that she used to do that before. Wow.
Are you on Facebook with the kids arguing?
No, she's going back 2 years ago, Your Honor.
So you did it?
Girl, knock it off. Anyway, back maybe 2 years ago, when they first got started together, she always thought I was saying things to him against her, but I wasn't. I was always for her.
All right, this whole Mr. Dixon drama had taken the best of both the families. And let's not forget, there is a child involved in all of this. So Judge Lake, in an attempt to bring closure to Mr. Lang, read out the DNA results.
Mr. Lang, you are not the father.
Are you serious?
Ma'am, we have that kind of language in this courtroom.
I swear that's a lie.
The DNA doesn't lie. The DNA doesn't lie.
Ms. Matthews, who has a tricky connection with the defendant, came to court to prove he's the father of her daughter. Mr. Moore, however, claimed she didn't inform him about the pregnancy earlier and insisted he wasn't the father. Oh, well, the courtroom was set for some open fire. Huh?
I made sure that it wasn't going to be any contact till I found out for certain if that was my daughter. Fanique, in the beginning, we were cool. When I met her, she was a party girl, all the way up to date.
Were you ever in a committed relationship?
Absolutely. She told me that she was pregnant, but she waited 4 months to do it. We stayed using condoms all the time, 24/7.
No.
We stayed using condoms.
Oh, this is going to be quite a story. So these two were in a relationship that had its ups and downs. They decided to get more serious and, surprise! Miss Matthews found out she was pregnant. On top of that, her pregnancy was tough, which is why she didn't share the news with the defendant right away.
So I didn't show you the papers?
I got these papers.
Papers of what?
Her uploading pictures with the guy who was presumably, he could be the dad.
Okay, Jerome, let me see that evidence Mr. Moore is presenting. So let me understand this. You say this is Ms. Matthews kissing another man.
Yeah.
Kissing and breaking windows seem to be the top choices for these folks. Oh, indeed. It turns out the defendant saw the picture first and responded by smashing things. And Miss Matthews followed suit in the same way. Their violent tendencies were on full display.
I put the picture on Instagram. He came to my job, bust a window. He had to get escorted by Cleveland police. He almost got me fired. I was suspended for 3 weeks with no pay with your child, and you didn't help and do nothing.
She left out the part about her being with her ex, though.
Okay, let me get that part after I figure out this window.
Next, the defendant's niece spoke up, sharing some tales about the baby mama and her actions. According to her, baby Zanaya referred to several guys as daddies. It's a real mystery unfolding here.
When he told me he started dating her and she was pregnant, I just started laughing because, you don't know how many other dudes she done told this to before. This is a rumor around the hood. She gets around.
What do you mean? What do you mean? She told other...
Let's not play crazy. Let's not play crazy. The whole 117th know you. Let's not...
Ladies.
Well, that was a lot of chaos. The plaintiff denied everything, but Mr. Moore kept on telling more stories about her tricks and mischief. Brace yourself for this next one. It's so unbelievable that you won't trust your own eyes. Oh boy.
You was real chilly
that night. This is a picture of what?
The night she busted out my windows from me uploading a picture with another girl on my social network.
It was
but
either
it's
bust
okay.
The window or bust
it's
the
okay for her to bust my windows out though. And guess what she did?
So, Ms. Matthews, is this the window you busted out?
I busted it out. I should have got the site too.
Fanique's got an excuse for everything.
Continuing, the parents-to-be reached an emotional moment, just wanting to confirm the paternity. Although Miss Matthews was sure about it, however, the niece couldn't resist butting in while they were having their moment. How about you just keep a step on the edge, girl?
And if I party and drink all day, then how do I get up and go to work every day?
Where do you work? Let me know.
Where do y'all work? Because last time I checked, you was doing community service.
No, I never did community service. Let's not play crazy.
But you could continue to just stop because I'm need for you after this show to go find your daddy.
If it weren't for Zanaya, I probably would be about done with this.
At last, the DNA results were ready, and the suspense was reaching its peak. Judge Lake had the answers these folks were eager to know. Who was Zanaya's actual father? Was it the defendant, or were the rumors circulating true? Time to uncover the truth.
Mr. Moore, you are not her father.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, I'm not shocked.
I got my whole life ahead of me. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best.
My baby gonna be fine. I'll take care of my baby.
I wish you the best.
So, Ms. Matthews, I asked you several times,